What do you think has become so expensive that it's just not worth it?
Rent. I'm about to go move into a camper in the woods, even in winter, because I am tired of paying astronomical rent.
Welcome to my channel, guys. It's another video. You're gonna be surprised. More people are living in their car in 2024 because of the high cost of living. It's pressing out people out of rent. So we're gonna be checking out some video, some story on how these people got in this situation. So let's get into the video.
At first I was nervous when I built it that I wasn't gonna have room, but it's actually very comfortable. I can twist and turn without being interrupted by this bar up top. At night when I close the door, I put my pillows on the side and it almost insulates the vehicle more, and it also creates more of like a comfy environment.
Okay.
When it snowed, I laid like this and I had my blanket over me, and it was very calm and serene. When it was cold in here, I had the reflectix up, and that would help a lot with the coldness coming through the doors. In the summertime, it's been getting a little hot, and I use this USB fan, which is very helpful. I just plug it into any USB power source or even my car and let it run to get some airflow, because I don't have a max air fan in the small car. And then I also can peek the windows open and use this mesh that I have and put it over the windows. During the night, I put my cat's water bowl and dish up here.
Okay.
And I move my toilet right in the middle.
Oh, toilet.
Living with IBS is no joke, and when you have to go, you need to have that emergency source so that you don't have any accidents. You're probably wondering how this works. How do I sit on my toilet inside
I'm
such a small vehicle? Well, I make do with what I can, and I'll show you how. Just like that. I can't sit up all the way, but it's not strenuous in any type of way. I just do what I gotta do, pull my pants up without knocking my light off, and tie up the bag and throw it away. So over here I have a storage shelf that I made out of wood that I got from Lowe's.
Yeah.
And I just decided that I would put bins in it because they happen to fit. I have some food. I thought this was creative, just a little pencil box with all my sides, and another pencil box with my seasonings that I use. Every car life needs a blender. USB charged, of course. I still have some. This is the kind of food that you have to cook when you live in a vehicle. Like pretty much instant and fast-made meals. So put in.
This is what people won't tell you about living in a car. You shouldn't be romanticize this life.
Pull my pants up without knocking my light off.
Like I said earlier, this should only be a temporary solution. If you have other option, it's better to move back with your parent until you get back on your feet. Here's one of the comments from that video. One word, roommate. When I started out and I couldn't afford rent, I found out a roommate the way we both couldn't afford rent. After a few years of raises and saving up money, I eventually bought the house. Having a roommate isn't ideal, but a lot better than living in your car. Yeah, it's a lot better than living your car, especially when it's snow time. Man, that cold be hitting a lot harder than what people expect. If you gotta find a roommate, I know it's not like everybody ideal of having a roommate, but if someone can chip off things out of your shoulder, it's better than living in your car. You're gonna have your own room and they're gonna have their own room. That's a lot better.
I hate paying rent, and that's why I've been rebuilding my SUV into a new camper car. And since I have solar panels on the roof, I can power this fridge 24/7. But the best part is my electric bill is $0 a month.
Wow.
So I can enjoy this cold drink knowing that I'm saving more money. My question for you is, could you ever live like this?
I don't know if I'll ever live like that. He got a nice setup right there. For real, he got a nice setup.
Did that go the way you thought it was going to go? Nope.
And with the way the economy is going, it's pretty sad. Nobody's protesting about this so-called inflation. And how that these old houses, old home, is tripling in price every year. Nobody's complaining about it. They just keep paying. Our food, houses, taxes, and insurance, it keep going up. This type of lifestyle should not be normalized. This should be super, super temporary.
I live in a van about 9 months a year, and I live and work in an urban area. This is how I avoid the dreaded knock. The first thing is I keep a very nondescript van. I don't have a lot of stickers on it that show that I travel. I don't have solar panels and gear up on top. It just looks like a soccer mom van. The next thing I do is I cook and I hang out in a completely different spot than where I plan to sleep.
Good
If I'm going
idea.
to be cooking outside, I'll go to a picnic table or someplace where it's not unusual to see people cooking outside. If I'm going to open up the back of my van and cook out of the back of my van, I back in someplace so that people aren't walking around my van, looking at me cooking, looking inside the van.
Okay.
I make sure that it's not obvious what I'm doing. Then when I start making a decision about where I'm going to park for my sleeping time, I will not park in a place that says there's a curfew, no overnight parking, anything like that. I don't like the risk. I choose public lots and places where I know nobody's going to bother me. Finally, once I'm where I'm going to be for the night, I make sure it's not obvious that I'm settling in. I don't run my engine a lot. I don't have a lot of lights on. You can't see lights from the outside. I use headband headphones if I'm laying in bed listening to anything. I make sure the dog knows not to bark. I just try to be low visibility.
Hey there. It's 2:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
and I don't feel like getting into why I'm sleeping in a parking lot. But I do know that you're usually allowed to sleep in a Walmart parking lot. So I came to this Walmart parking lot, and there is a hotel.
Oh, there's a hotel.
And with empty parking spots. And that car, and that car, and that car, and every car that you can see. And one or two through there. Every single one of those cars has got somebody sleeping in it. Because a woman came over when I pulled up and asked me if I needed something because I had to do something to my truck. And she asked me if I needed anything, if I needed a flashlight, if she could help me in any way.
Okay.
Her name's Susie. She's super sweet. And I said, no, thanks. And I looked around and I asked, I said, can I sleep in this parking lot? And she's like, yeah. And that's when she told me, she said, every single one of these cars has someone sleeping in it.
Wow.
That green truck right there, he's here every night. I'm here every night, she said. There's a blue truck here with a trailer on it. In the greatest nation on earth, there are people, and they're nice. Some of them are nice cars. My truck is a decent truck. Shiny, clean. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-ish cars.
Wow, that's a lot of cars.
And there's like 3 dozen empty parking spots in the hotel next door. Yeah. But the economy's great. Fucking great.
Damn, it is crazy out here in the street. It is crazy. If you don't really see what's going on, it doesn't really matter which political party you affiliate yourself with. It doesn't really matter if you're on the left or on the right. But what really upsets me is what they're sending billions of dollars overseas to fund all these wars going on. What they're not addressing, the real issue people are facing in the country. Why if somebody said the economy is doing all right, it could mean it's going well for them and all their friends in power, not the regular people, not the middle class, the working class, because they're the one who are suffering the most. What does it say over there? Reason I choose to live in my car. Okay, let's find out. It says price to live in a house 3,460, and then 2,480 split with the boyfriend. Damn, that's a lot of money. And then price to live in a car 1,540, then 740 to split. Wow. Is they refuse to follow the society norm. This is the crazy things what people are going through. I know some folks who refuse to pay the high cost, of renting their whole house. So they just decided to rent a room. It is affordable. They have their own room and a bathroom in it. People are literally doing anything just to save money. With the economy, the way things are going, I see more and more people sleeping in a car in years to come.